Japan's prime minister caught in discount land accusation. A resident in Kentucky attacks Senator Rand Paul, and a man is charged with killing his mom and sister in a house fire in Saginaw. These are the headlines that are topping the nation today. I'm James Hardy from news channel KWIQ, bringing you quality news as quick as possible. Our first story today takes us over to Japan, where its prime minister has been accused of buying discount land. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on Wednesday remained steadfast that he and his wife were not involved in a discount land sale deal that has seen the opposition call for the resignation of his ally, Finance Minister Taro Aso. Abe and Aso have come under fresh pressure over the ministry's admission this week that it had altered documents related to the sale of state-owned land at a steep discount to a school operator with ties to Abe's wife, Aki. Now headed northeast, where Britain and Russia are fighting over the death of an ex-spy. U.S. Prime Minister Theresa May was due to announce on Wednesday what Britain would do against Russia after a midnight deadline she said expired, without an explanation from Moscow about how a Soviet-era nerve toxin was used to attack a Russian ex-spy. The United States, European Union, and NATO voiced support for Theresa May after she said it was highly likely that Russia was behind the poisoning of Sergei Skripal and his daughter with Novichok, a nerve agent deployed by the Soviet military. Russia, which denied any involvement, said it was not responding to May's ultimatum until it received samples of the nerve agent. Now headed back to the country of the red, white, and blue, where a Kentucky man is to be sentenced as a result of his attack of Senator Rand Paul in November of 2017. The man pleaded guilty on Friday to assault resulting in personal injury, according to court records. Rain Boucher was released on a $2,500 unsecured bond and is due to be sentenced on June 15th. Boucher agreed to a plea deal in January over the incident, which is a felony under federal law. Federal prosecutors have said they will push for a prison sentence of 21 months. There is no indication of what the judge will decide. From Kentucky, now over to Idaho. A teacher was accused of feeding a puppy to a turtle. A junior high school teacher is under investigation after he fed a puppy to a snapping turtle in front of students after school hours. It's unclear if the dog was alive or dead when the teacher fed it to the turtle. Administrators began investigating the incident immediately, and the Franklin County Sheriff's Office was contacted. The teacher has not been cited or charged and has not been placed on leave. Sports and weather coming soon, but back home in the Mitten State, when asked about her school system, Betsy DeVos could not respond. 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl asked Ms. DeVos if in Michigan, students who can't afford to leave public schools are thriving, as the secretary cites. Stahl asked, have the public schools in Michigan gotten better? Betsy DeVos responded with, I don't know. Overall, I can't say overall that they have all gotten better. Stahl notes that the secretary's argument that if you take funds away, that the schools will get better, is not working in Michigan, where Betsy DeVos had a huge impact and influence over the direction of the school system here. The story is the topic of today's installment of James's Journal. Note that the opinions I express in this segment are mine and mine alone. They do not reflect the station as a whole. Education is extremely important in all aspects of life. When I heard that Betsy DeVos can answer questions related to her home state's education system, I thought that she should be removed from her position immediately. For starters, she isn't qualified to run the Department of Education. If she can't answer a question like has the quality of Michigan schools gotten better in her home state, then why should she have the job? Betsy DeVos also doesn't visit underperforming schools, so how would Betsy know how to improve the problems currently going on if she does not seek them out head first? Secondly, she's putting our future generations of kids at risk. Betsy DeVos has the power to raise or lower the budget of schools across the nation. Schools that had little or no funds to begin with could be lowered so drastically that they could be forced to shut down permanently. And finally, there are candidates that are far more qualified for this job rather than Betsy DeVos. Instead of employing a person who doesn't know the workings of our education system, how about we scour the country and look for a person that actually does? And that concludes today's installment of James's Journal. In other news, a man from Saginaw killed his mom and sister in a house fire. Authorities say that the man is also getting a mental health examination. The 38-year-old faces charges including first-degree murder in the February 12th fire in Saginaw that killed 71-year-old Adair Smith-Peters and 41-year-old Melissa Shook. Desmond escaped the fire and has been jailed since his arrest. And of course, now our sports and weather. A hot start propels the Jazz to win 110-79 over the Pistons. And the spring side of Michigan is finally starting to show itself once again. On Friday, it's going to be a high of 35 degrees and a low of 17. Maybe it's the time to finally break out those light jackets. And on Saturday, with a high of 41 degrees and a low of 18, maybe it's a good day to wear just a t-shirt and jeans. And that's about all that we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Hardy from news channel KWIQ, and I thank you for tuning in with us. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.